festive state visit as well. Our royal commentator Alistair Bruce is watching events for us. Beautiful sunny day in Windsor, isn't it, Alistair? Great day to start your visit.
It is, and we're watching the President of Germany, accompanied by the King, being given the chance to inspect the Guard of Honour that has been provided for him in the quadrangle at Windsor Castle by the Grenadier Guards. And the commanding officer of the Guard of Honour, who is Major Benedict Tracy, who had the challenge of inviting the President in German a little bit earlier on, is escorting the President while the Queen and Mrs. Elke Budenbender, who is the wife of the President, waits at the side of the parade ground. Major Benedict Tracy taking leave there of the President, who is escorted back. And we will then see, while the King keeps the conversation going, there's plenty of welcome that has taken place here already. And we will see the march past of the King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery, who fired a gun salute on the arrival of the President when he landed and came down the steps to be met by the Prince and Princess of Wales earlier on at Heathrow. They will first of all march past, then we will have the rank past of the Household Cavalry, who formed the divisions of the Sovereign's escort while the carriage procession was coming here, and then finally the troops who've formed up here will march past themselves at the end of this state arrival here in Windsor Castle. And the sun is fabulous as we hear now with the Guard of Honour the first part of that march past with the King's Troop. And let's listen to the music. The King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery, like all the guns of the Royal Artillery, are the colours of the regiment and receive the respect that they're due. You notice that the subsections of horses grow darker as the subsections go past, and F subsection is the darkest, and they come at the rear of that procession. Meanwhile, the King and Queen, with the Prince and Princess of Wales and the President of Germany, a look on at this spectacle, as now the march past of the Blues and Royals, forming part of the Sovereign's escort that brought the President and the King up from the outskirts of Windsor into the castle earlier. They're passing under the state entrance there, and there's the salute and the recovery from the salute by members of the King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery. And the standards of the Lifeguards and the Blues and Royals are being carried there. Also pointing out, as members of the household who will be taking part in this state visit, all look on from the Aquarius door. And it's a sight that is meant to demonstrate to the President of Germany the immense respect that the United Kingdom has for both the state and people of Germany, and provides the backdrop for the work that will be done behind the scenes in order to promote issues like the challenges faced by the invasion of Ukraine, and also of the financial and economic needs of the two nations. All these troopers of the Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment have played their part in the ceremonial arrival, and with their cuirasses glinting in the sunlight, it adds to the sound of the music and of the gravel here in the forecourt, as the commander of the Guard of Honour brings them to attention and prepares for their march past at the conclusion of the ceremonial part of this welcome. They will turn to the left, march initially away and then past the President and the King and give an eyes left. You'll notice the white plume in the left-hand side of the bearskins, demonstrating that these are indeed the Grenadier Guards as they will march past in salute to the President and the King. And the tune, the British Grenadiers, as they give their salute. The final part of this welcome ceremony, as the Royal Standard of the Regiment is also carried past in salute. And the musicians who've provided the music for this ceremonial arrival. That is the Corps of Drums of the 1st Battalion Grenadier Guards and the band of the regiment will now prepare to themselves march away from the full court. Inside the castle is luncheon, and the King will lead Mr. Frank Steinmeier, who is the federal president, the wife of the president, and the Prince and Princess of Wales. And during lunch, there will be other members of the suite, members of the royal household, as they prepare for an extremely busy few days on this, the first state visit by the head of state of Germany to the United Kingdom for 27 years. The Honourable Corps of Gentlemen at Arms are in position as the Royal Standard flies.
Alistair Bruce for us, commentating there on the arrival of the King and Queen, welcoming